We're back with another video. Okay, let's get into this. Okay. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Ev, and this is Love and Objects, where we talk about dolls, life, and more. And in this video, we're discussing life and more. So I'm trying to get back into pre-recording content to be able to edit it and, have it getting ready for the channel, and having it prepared and everything. So, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. It is currently 8 o'clock at night, evening, whatever you want to call it. And I just kind of wanted to make a quick little kind of chit-chat vlog about, who am I? I've never really done an introduction video before, like, who am I? And, what I'm into, what I do, every day. So I thought I would do that. So let's get into it. So I totally forgot to mention how I don't know how I forgot. I'm queer. Like, that's an important part about me. I feel like that should have been one of the first things I mentioned. But I didn't. So anyways, I'm queer. I like girls. Hope that's not a problem. If you haven't picked up on that yet, sorry. Yeah. Hey. As you guys know, I am Ev. I live in a small town in the Midwest. I consider myself an artist. That is, I guess, my profession. I don't actually sell anything as of right now because that's just my personal choice. I don't sell. I'd rather people would donate their money to different causes. I ask that people donate to the local art center that I am a member of, or local mental health charities and whatnot, rather than, give money to me. Yeah, I have money. I don't, I don't need people to give me money for my art. And by me saying I have money, I don't mean I'm rich. I'm not. Wish I was, but that's, yeah, I get money. Don't worry. It's nobody's, don't worry about it. I don't get a lot, but whatever. But anyways, so yes, I am an artist first and foremost. I do traditional art mostly. So by traditional, I mean, like on canvas, on paper. I do pencil, I do pen, I do marker, I do paint, mostly watercolor paint. I do chalk pastels, like soft pastels. I've done pointillism. I have a range of abilities that I have in my art skills. I've been an artist for going on 10 years. It will be 10 years in January of 2026. So next year, January, it will be 10 years of me being an artist, and that's crazy to think. But I started, drawing initially as a way to deal with my mother's death. I just kind of used it as a coping skill, and eventually it became, this really big passion of mine, and now it's my life. I absolutely I couldn't live without art at this point. My life would be so different without it. So that's that's the big thing in my life is art. Um Hey everybody, just interrupting this video real fast just to announce that I now have an Amazon wish list. Now, I don't expect anybody to just be jumping on and buying me everything that I want. That's not at all the point of this wish list. This is just if you guys, just want to help out the channel, or, just want to be nice and get me something. You don't have to at all. It's not a requirement. But I did want to announce that I do have an Amazon wish list now for the channel. It is filled with dolls of all kinds that I love and adore, and yeah, so if you guys are interested, I am going to be leaving the link in all the descriptions of my videos from now on, and in the links on my page. So thank you guys so much, and continue watching the video now. Mwah. So I am also a writer. I'm mostly a poet. I'm working on my first poetry book. It's taking a little bit longer than I expected. It's turning out a little bit longer than was expected as well, which that's okay. It happens. But I like writing horror stuff. Which, speaking of that, and if you've seen my video prior to this one, or maybe a few prior, I don't know when this one's going out, but I like horror movies, I like horror books, I just like stuff like that. I like, Halloween, Halloween time, fall time. It's just, I'm all for all of that. Yeah, my favorite season is autumn and fall and all that. I love it. And winter. I love winter. I don't really love Christmas as much, but winter is one of my favorites. And of course, you guys know that I am a doll collector. I have a very, small collection right now. I'm just really starting to get into it. But yeah, I mostly collect Barbies, 18-inch dolls, Reborn dolls, Monster High, Bratz. I have one Rainbow High as of now. I'm trying to get into all of those. I also collect plushies. I have a Lala Loopsy doll up here, and I want to get back into those. But they're kind of more difficult to find, unfortunately. But yeah, so, got to love my dolls. Those are my babies. Also love doing makeup and all that kind of stuff. I'm not very good at it. I do simple looks all the time, but I just like, having darkness around my eyes. I just think I look better that way. Of course, I don't have any on right now because it's later in the day, and I just don't feel like having anything on, so but yeah, so it's editing Ev one more time. I totally also forgot to talk about my mental health. I have what is known as schizoaffective bipolar type, which is schizophrenia and bipolar kind of mixed together. So it's there's bipolar type 1 and then there's schizoaffective. And bipolar type 1 is psychosis when you're in a bipolar episode, and schizoaffective is when you have both of them, but they're not really like. Actually, I don't think I'm describing that right, but anyway, they're similar, but they're different. Anyway, yeah, so I have, hallucinations, delusions, voices. I got the whole 9 yards. It's something that I've lived with for more than half of my life at this point, and it's just something that I've dealt with, and I am on medication for it. I'm dealing with it the best I can. I go to therapy, I go to doctors, you know, I do what I have to do for it, and I'm really trying my hardest to, make it as easy to deal with as possible. And a lot of people don't understand what I'm going through. A lot of people in my life want to just look at me like I'm weird and just kind of, think I can turn it off or something, which unfortunately it doesn't work that way. I would love if I could just, boop, and it'd be done, but it doesn't work that way. But anyways, that's my little spiel about schizoaffective. So if you guys have any more questions about that, feel free to ask away. But let's get back into the video. Yeah, so yeah, I hope that you guys get a little bit better of an idea of who I am. If you want to join the Love and Objects family, why don't you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification and like, comment, share. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.